So today I wanted to talk to you guys about this versus this. Welcome to That Cozy Book Nook, everyone. My name is Tori, and I read The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins a few months ago, and I did not like this book. Let's just go ahead and throw that out there right now. I didn't enjoy this book, and when I heard that they were turning it into a film, my first and only thought was just, why? So this is going to be a spoiler-free little chit-chat that I want to have with you guys. I don't want to ruin the experience for any of you who are planning on reading the book or could be reading the book right now, or perhaps you want to see the movie. So for those who are unfamiliar with the premise, The Girl on the Train is an adult thriller. It follows 3 different women from their perspectives, the primary one being Rachel. Rachel is recently divorced from her husband. She's currently living with a roommate, and she takes the same train to work every single morning. Now, like many of us who commute back and forth to work or school every single day, you pretty much know that you're passing the same thing every single day. Whether it's the same street, the same houses, the same stores, the same trees, and probably the same people. And so that's what's happening to Rachel. She's sitting on this train, going to work, and she looks out the window at on this street every day, and she sees this young, beautiful woman on the balcony, and Rachel soon starts to project this fantasy of the perfect life on this woman that she sees every day. And she's dubbed this woman Jess, and Jess apparently has a husband because he's seen on the balcony with her a lot of the times, and so Rachel has named this couple Jess and Jason. And to Rachel, they are perfect. And then one day on Rachel's commute, she witnesses something shocking happening, and she takes what she sees to the police. And that kind of sets in motion the events of this novel, essentially. Oh, and Rachel is an alcoholic. How could I forget that part? Now, if you've seen this book around, you probably already know that it has been compared to Gone Girl a lot. And honestly, if I could single-handedly just shut down all of those claims, I would do it. I would totally do it. This is not a rant on Paula Hawkins or the writing or anything like that. Writing a book is freaking hard. Like, this is not a rant about her. But one of my main issues with this stems from the characters. These are potentially some of the weakest women I think I've ever read about. They are gullible, they're irrational, and their actions are either in direct response to or completely because of the men in their lives. And after a while, you're looking for depth, you're looking for character motivation, and it's really not there. My second biggest issue with the book is the fact that events do not unfold smoothly. Like I mentioned, Rachel is an alcoholic. She blacks out when it's convenient for the plot, and she remembers things when it's convenient for the plot. There's nothing, you're reading it and you don't really feel like there's anything nicely carrying you from point A to point B to point C. The plot details are just jumbled, and I'm reading it and I feel Paula Hawkins just trying to smash the pieces together however they fit to meet the end goal of the novel. These women in here, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with unlikable characters. Some of my favorite characters are deemed unlikable characters. But these women in The Girl on the Train, they are unlikable for the sake of being unlikable. There's no depth, there's no substance to anything that they do, anything that they say, and it falls flat. And it all leads up to what I thought was a pretty weak denouement that wasn't difficult to see coming from chapter 3. Now you're probably thinking, well, Tori, if you disliked this book so much, why did you go see the film? That's an excellent question. And I have 7 reasons why I went to go see the movie. 1, Emily Blunt. 2, I watched the trailer and thought, wow, this is one of those rare instances where the movie looks like it's going to be much better than the book. 3, Emily Blunt. 4, I was curious to see how these 3 perspectives that were portrayed in the book would play out on screen. 5, Emily Blunt. 6, I thought, I should stop being a hermit and get out the house and go be social. So I went to go see it with some friends. 7, and at the end of the day, it was all just really a big mistake because everything that I thought was wrong with the book was just like watching those problems magnified on the big screen. That's really what it was. And I don't know if this is true for people who have already seen the film, but I think had I not read the book first, I would have been really confused. The way the movie is structured, I just think worked so much better reading about it than watching it, because like I said, there are 3 perspectives in here. There are a lot of crazy things happening that I think just got really jumbled on screen. But one of them being the way the perspectives was handled. There are voiceovers in the film that I really think kind of cheapen the substance of the movie. There are voiceovers telling you what's happening and who characters are and things like that. I really think the film could have done without that. It just made it like the director was just kind of holding my hand throughout the whole film. So I just thought it was lazy and it felt a bit cheesy. The crazy thing is, I actually thought Emily Blunt was really good in the movie, but unfortunately her performance was just overshadowed by a contrived plot, and the performance to me just kind of got lost in the messy story. All things aside, I actually consider it to be a pretty faithful adaptation. I mean, I wasn't watching it and thinking, oh, that wasn't in the book. I wasn't angry about it. I thought it was a pretty faithful adaptation. But like I said, all the faults that I saw in this book and the issues that I had with this book was just magnified on the big screen. But I think overall, the screenwriter stuck to the story as best as they possibly could. And I will say that aesthetically, the film, The Girl on the Train, and the film Gone Girl do kind of have this similar tone to them. But just looking at the books, like, let's just scrap the comparisons, please, right there. And don't even get me started on the law enforcement. The police, the police in this book and in the movie are just... Alright, that's it, folks. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you like the channel, go ahead and hit subscribe. I will leave a link to my full written review of Girl on the Train, which leads you to my blog. And you can give it a read over there where I go into more details about just everything that I disliked about this book. So... that's it, guys. Until next time, again, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll catch you next time, and until then, stay cozy.